Hey friends, it's Jennifer All here with your Daily Hope, and I got a pop quiz for you. Jimi Hendrix, Amelia Earhart, Albert Einstein, Anne Frank, George Washington, and Paul McCartney. What do they all have in common? Well, they all have landmark homes that you can tour. That's right, friends, we can take a tour of Paul McCartney's home. Oh! Yes, these homes are ordinary buildings that have now been deemed historic, special, and of great value simply because of who lived in them. Our great verse today is 1 Corinthians chapter 3:16 that says, "Don't you know that you yourselves are God's temple and that God's Spirit lives in you?" Much like these homes of these famous people, our status, you and me, we have been elevated to something pretty spectacular. We are no longer merely flesh and bone. We are God's temple, the very place that He dwells, and His Spirit lives in us. So two things stand out to me when I think about this reality. One, the first is that we are a place of worship. That means God can be found right here with me, with you, among each other. We don't have to go to a physical location on a map in order to worship, to pray, or to spend time with God. We have 24-hour access to the King of Kings. We are sanctuaries of His presence, where peace and joy and praise and comfort can always be found. The second thing that stands out to me is that God dwells in us. His Spirit lives in us, which means that we encounter God when we encounter each other in our physical bodies. That must change how we view ourselves and change how we view others, because our bodies are precious. They are now holy ground. If you struggle with body image, I encourage you to start seeing yourself in light of this verse. Because our physical bodies, they house the Lord of Lords. We get to be His hands and His feet. Yes, weather-worn, creaky backs, nearsighted, wrinkles, and all. Our bodies have value and purpose. Our bodies do, and so does everyone else's. We must treat every human with dignity and respect, for we are each God's workmanship, and He has put His Spirit inside of us. God can be seen as we look into the face of another person. So let's do our best to behold each other with such esteem. Friends, what a privilege and an honor it is to wake up alive today with the Spirit of the Lord inside of us. So remember, everywhere you go, every person you see today, the Lord is there among you because He is in you. Every moment is ripe with the potential to see God move. So enjoy this day, and I hope I see you soon, friends.